State police say they have arrested more than 140 truck drivers suspected of being in the country unlawfully. It is all part of the Department of Homeland Security's larger enforcement action in Chicago. News 8's government reporter Garrett Bergquist found out who is getting picked up and why.
The operation involves members of the Indiana State Police Commercial Vehicle Enforcement Division. It follows several high-profile fatal crashes involving truck drivers who did not have proper documentation. Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem calls it a road safety issue.
We especially don't want them behind the wheel of an 18-wheeler when they can't speak our language, they don't understand our laws, they can't follow our roadway signs, and they can't interact with law enforcement or our citizens.
Noem says the operation began last month as part of the larger federal immigration enforcement action in Chicago called Operation Midway Blitz. So far, immigration authorities say they have arrested 223 people. They include 146 truck drivers, more than 40 of whom had commercial driver's licenses from states such as Illinois and California. DHS officials say those arrests have led to charges including child abuse, drug trafficking, and prostitution. The Indiana State Police on August 1st entered into an immigration enforcement agreement with the federal government under the 287G program.
You have to understand, man, we got an administration that's not playing around. And if you are in trucking, you have to be excited because the things that's happening is going to help the industry. So they did this midway blitz, and they've been doing it since September. They already arrested 223 people, 146 truck drivers who were in the U.S. without legal immigration status. That's alarming. That's sad. That's crazy. But the thing is, though, the people that they're arresting have ties to drug abuse, child kidnapping, all these things. And you're like, oh, let's save the immigrants. But the immigrants that's over here doing this are bad people. So the thing about trucking, you have to understand, they are getting these trucks, working this money and doing bad things at the same time. Why do we want these people in our country? Why do we want these people in these countries? Why do we want these people that came to understand the language driving semi-trucks? Why? It makes no sense. But then we can't get mad and say, you have to feel excited, especially as a trucker, man. As an American trucker, you have to be excited. This is why I say prepare for trucking 2026. Because we got people, even though you say, okay, 146 people caught, that's not a lot. You don't understand the fear that instills into people that are not in this country legally, and they're driving these trucks. A lot of these people have left the country, and that's what we need. We need a mass exodus of illegal immigrants, and especially illegal immigrant truckers. So if you're a trucker, you should be like, man, this is great for me. This is great for me because all that's going to do is put more money in your pockets, but things take time. The media helping and pushing this stuff and letting people know on those roads that if you're illegal, you better stop. You better go home. But the thing is, though, they came into this country and had no other option but to drive trucks. Why? Because it's too easy to get into. So you have to understand when we're looking at these, Kristi Noem, Sean Duffy, and they just not playing around. That's what trucking needs to be. It needs to be a fuck around and find out type of industry. We have to make sure that these people on the road are safe. We have to make sure we have the right people in these trucks. I'm not saying all immigrant drivers are in this truck or are bad people. No, there's a lot of immigrant, but that done it the right way, and they're great truckers for sure. But there's a lot of people that are not from this country gaming the system. Let's be straight up. Even before this stuff started happening, everybody talks about this on social media. Oh man, these type of people don't work for these type of people because this and this and this. Everybody know we've been knowing how corrupt this industry is. We've been knowing how the brokers have been taking advantage of illegal immigrants and getting cheap freight out to them and not giving it to American truckers. We've been knowing this. This ain't nothing new. This is just now in the national spotlight. But as a trucker, you have to be excited. You have to be happy that this is out there now. You have to, hey, look, man, it's a part of the administration agenda is to get rid of legal immigrants. That's helping you as a trucker. I don't care how you feel. Even if you are an immigrant, you did it the right way. You got people that are illegal immigrants, you feel sorry for them, but you don't because you get more money. We are in a capitalist society. We are not here to take care of everybody. We are in this country to make money. Everybody wants to make money. You can only be having empathy for people if they're not messing up with your money. But would you have empathy for somebody that got into this country illegally, got money illegally, got the CDO school illegally, got their license illegally, and now they're on the road taking cheap freight? Would you be empathetic for that when you are an American trucker and you got a $200,000 truck and you got a $5,000 a month payment and you got to pay for fuel, you got to pay for your family, you got a mortgage, you got a car, you got a wife, you got a kids. Do you feel sorry for people getting taken away that did it the wrong way? I sure in the hell don't. I don't care. That's how you have to think as a trucker, man. It's about the industry, man. It's about messing up my money. If you got into the industry the wrong way and you beating me because you are cheap and you did it the wrong way, I have no empathy for that. I have no empathy for that because you messing up with my money. We have to start understanding that, man. Everybody's a capitalist, man. It all comes down to money. But if I'm a trucker, man, I got these high bills and I can't get no good paying freight because I got people in the industry that did it the wrong way, taking cheap freight. What we doing? What we doing, man? How do you not feel certain type of way to when you see this, you don't feel good because you know what, you doing it the right way. Shouldn't you be rewarded for doing the right way? Not getting into an accident, changing your DOT numbers and keep on rolling? Yeah, there's a lot of that too. We all know about this. I'm just glad this is hitting the national spotlight. I'm just so excited that we see that what's happening and it's helping the industry. Everybody in trucking used to say nobody cares about trucking. Nobody now they care now. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do as a trucker that may be in debt because everything that's happened in the last 3 to 4 years? And now things are happening. What are you gonna say? You gonna criticize the government? You gonna say, "Oh, I feel sorry for them"? No, because they don't feel sorry for you. They didn't feel sorry when they came into this country and then they took everything from you and you did it the right way, but they got everything free. Nah, man, they gotta go. Do it the right way. Like I said, I ain't got no problem with immigrants. I got a problem with illegal immigrants that did it the wrong way, that cheat the system and made the industry go down. So what are we thinking? What sense does this make? Oh man, you hate. I'm not hating on nobody, bro. I believe that if everybody did it the right way, that's fair game now. Now we in capitalism, right? Let the best company win. But the best company can't we can't compete against each other if one company doing it the wrong way and cheating and getting these cheap drivers and pushing them through CDL school with their own kind. What sense does that make? That don't make no sense. Oh man, you gotta have a heart. I got a heart for everybody. I love everybody for sure. But I don't like when you cheat the system, bro. That's what the problem get to me. That's where the people, oh man, you don't like immigrants? I ain't got no problem with immigrants. I got no problem with immigrants that do it the right way. You do it the right way. You went through the system, all of that. You did everything you're supposed to do. You can speak the language. You can understand the language. I don't have to speak your language just to talk to you. Speak my language. I ain't got no problem with you, bro. Because I've been to other countries and I knew how it was. I didn't go to their country talking about I'm gonna be an American. I'm gonna do whatever I want around here. No, I'm trying to learn the language. I'm trying to be a part and see what's going on. But this is great. I love the fact that we have Christy Nome. I love the fact we have Secretary Sean Duffy. I love the fact that we have these people that's not playing around. But you have to love the fact that if you are a part of trucking, you have to be excited about the media attention that you're getting, and that you have people that actually want to help you. So let's not criticize the administration for every single thing, but let's look at the administration and say, how's it helping me in my industry? I feel like everybody in trucking should be in favor of this administration because it's helping you out. Let's not think about, oh, this and that. Let's think as capitalists and say, I got kids to feed. I got a truck payment to pay. I got insurance to pay. Well, Marcus, we got problems with the brokers. We got the problem with this. Bro, this is going to help everything. Getting rid of these drivers, getting rid of these illegal immigrants, everything going to go down. Why is insurance high? Why is insurance high? We all know why insurance is high because we have people coming over here, getting into this, doing it the wrong way, crashing, leaving, companies switching, insurance goes up. Everybody got to pay for that. But so we got to be honest, the effect on illegal immigrants that do it the wrong way. There's no way that a driver should have a no-name given license. See what I'm saying? So you got to really look at the situation and really understand, like, yeah, this we got to make this better. I feel like there's no reason why every trucker shouldn't make at least 100, 120K a year. At least. Why you not making that is because you got competition from people that do not care, that are happy with making 40, 30 cents a mile. They happy with that. They don't got a family here that you got to pay a house and taxes and all this stuff. They ain't got that here. So how are you supposed to? So how are you supposed to compete with that? You can't. So this is helping you out make more money. It's not like I said. Look, man, you can care about everybody you want, but when it comes to your money, that comes first because that's how you feed your family. So if you in this industry and you see this being done wrong, and you got people coming in, you should be asking, "How can I help?" That's just what it is, man. So I definitely understand this, man. I definitely see that. You see our administration doing something to help the industry. That's what I care about. It's helping the industry. But you have to understand this stuff takes time. That's the one thing we have to understand as truckers is this is gonna take time. But if you understand and see, like, yeah, I see things moving in the right direction. So I'm gonna end this with this. You need to be getting prepared now. You need to be learning. You need to be doing everything you can, balancing your expenses, staying low on the cost, and prepare for trucking 2026. I'm telling you, because if you're not prepared for 2026, you're going to miss the biggest, probably one of the biggest trucking booms to ever happen. Because the freight's going to be moving, a lot of things are going to be happening, less drivers, less people. Now, what are you going to do? You're going to be making a lot of money if you're prepared. So don't prepare for trucking in 2026. Prepare now to get right. And then when 2026 comes, you're going to make a lot of money. But bravo, Chrissy Nome, Sean Duffy, keep doing what you're doing because you're making the industry better. I don't care what nobody say.